Hey guys, and welcome back to the General Admission Podcast. I'm joined by Seb, Joe, and Archer, as
Hello.
usual. Archer, using the glasses to...
Yeah, got some cool shades on today.
Let's just move on, honestly. I had a snazzy line of why he's wearing glasses, but let's just move on.
Not the script.
Round 13, the script's gone out the door. Round 13, start off with the first game, Thursday night. Dolphins with a 26-12 win against the Dragons. The Dragons, they started off strong, but then, we all knew Dolphins were going to win this game.
It's such a shame, though, because considering last week, it would have been so good for the Dragons to get...
Can we just address this right now? Why do you like them so much?
I know they're a rival as well. Well, not anymore. They're pretty bang average, but I don't know. I just like some of the players in the team.
Like
I
who?
think they've got a really good squad.
Jack DeBellin.
Moses Sully.
But that's the thing. That's the thing with the Dragons. They don't have a good squad.
Jaden Sewer.
Anyway, we do this every single week.
Yeah.
Zach
I think Dolphins...
They're just a better team.
Can I give a special shout out to a player I think hasn't got enough praise? Mark Nichols. I thought Mark Nichols was actually really good. And he was good at South last year, but he's actually been a very good player for the Dolphins.
Yeah, big try.
Start off as club captain.
Just seeing Mark Nichols.
Was he club captain?
I'm pretty sure at the start,
Yeah, just seeing him get over the line and get a meat pie just puts a smile on my face.
And an Asako masterclass, which we're
Yeah.
used to seeing every week now.
He's too good. He's too good. Him and Hammer are elite.
I saw an interview where, he really... I saw an interview... No, we can continue. I saw an interview where, he was at a place where he didn't even know if he wanted to. He was thinking about quitting rugby after dealing with some personal issues.
Yeah.
And I think that I was watching and he said the way Wayne Bennett really helped him rediscover his love for the game.
Wow.
Just
another...
Just what Wayne's instilling is that, looking out for your teammate, just within the whole Dolphins playing group, checking on your teammates, becoming a family.
Give a bit more confidence around the shed.
Yeah, and I think that we've seen that being, coming to life. That he's rediscovering himself. He's really loving his footy because when he first started in 2019 or whatever it was, he was pretty decent.
He was electric in his first season and then just regressed in his
Rookie of the year.
Exactly. But then I think that...
Yeah, he was Rookie of the Year in 2018.
Oh, that's
I think
right.
it was.
Yeah. And then that spell at the Titans really...
Yeah, well, he ended at the Broncos in reserve grade and then was in and out of the Titans starting squad.
Yeah.
So
Promised the fullback jersey originally at the
Yeah.
Titans as well.
He's one of the best players in his position this season.
He is.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Because that's what the Dolphins have become this year. The come seek asylum here will help you rediscover your career. But as you said before, Mark Nichols, his try just showed what went wrong for the Dragons this game. So many soft tries.
Oh yeah,
They just
absolutely.
looked in.
And they're missing their man.
Ben
Ben
Hunt.
Hunt.
Ben Hunt.
They just let me down every week. They're just crap.
Man, he's put some chips in on the Dragons. If it's
Let
your
me
heart's
down.
in there.
I invest in them. I say, you know what, I think you're gonna do well, and then they just shit the bed every week. So
Some weird rotational as well. Jack Bird only played 50 minutes or something,
Yeah.
despite being one of Dragons' best players.
Who's the other second rower?
Murdoch Masilla.
Played 80.
Yeah,
Did
so he came
Sewell?
off the bench. Yeah, some questionable things
Fuming.
there.
But anyway.
But yeah, we'll move on to Friday's game. Eagles 24-16 win against the Cowboys. I thought the Cowboys, they linked up very nicely in attack, especially, coming off last week's.
Yeah. I thought they were going to win.
And they've mentioned it
Yeah, that was a very good game. They
on
played.
the all week on NRL 360, the news, anytime they mention the Cowboys, coming off the back of that 66 point, bro, you know what I mean? Like really rubbing it in.
And
So I
did you
think
hear they've actually banned mention of last year in the camp? Players aren't allowed to discuss how they did last year because they think, let's forget about it and let's just
Really?
focus
Yeah.
on this year. It's
And
banned.
it led
I
to
think
only an
that's
8-point
good.
loss instead of a
Yeah.
50-point
Philly
loss.
made the difference.
Well, they're playing against a good side.
Yeah, Parramatta
Haven't-
looked wobbly.
They looked awful.
Nah. But
Yeah, I thought in like the final 20 minutes, I thought Cowboys were going to run away with it. Honestly,
Yeah,
I thought
same.
they were coming back.
Had the momentum.
But yeah, at the end of the day, Parramatta largely Origin unaffected,
Yeah.
whereas Cowboys were already bad and they've lost whatever they really had left.
Yeah.
D-bags just.
So I think that if you look at the scoreline, I think that the Cowboys, they can't be too upset.
Oh no,
with it.
yeah.
They
I think
deserve that.
It's an
game,
improvement.
And
honestly.
they showed hard until the end where
Yeah.
Parramatta weren't really in it, and then
Uh,
a Mitchell Moses try at the end that was just
Yeah.
a lapse for the Cowboys, unfortunately.
But I will give Eels the credit where it's due. The try they scored really nice to watch. Just the way they shifted through the hands.
It always
and,
is.
And they take advantage of outnumbering the Cowboys on their edge. And I think that the Cowboys, they didn't leak in soft tries, and that's very contrary to what happened last week when so many soft tries against the Tigers. So I think that it's a improvement, and what you said before, the no mention of last year, I think that's a step in the right direction for mentality. But yeah,
Well, they're not
I
gonna
think it's
win
class
anything.
against straws, but
Yeah,
So
they're
it's
not.
class against straws.
yeah.
They're not
Also
gonna
should
win.
mention the Parramatta forward pack, Wirrami Greg stepping up to a
Oh, there you
He
go.
battered
He
and
looks so
bruised.
good.
and condolences to Offa.
Yeah.
Comes into the side and he got 16 minutes in
Yeah.
before he was off for the game.
Well, I'm not gonna say condolences. I think
Oh.
that's
That's a hater.
I think that's what you get when you leave the Mighty Tigers, and I think this should be a message to anyone else who thinks about leaving the Tigers. That's what's going to
Here,
happen.
an interesting little tidbit: second player ever to play the same team in 2 consecutive weeks.
Oh, that's right.
And the
yeah.
first
no,
one-
it's-
Ken Mamalo.
Ken Mamalo, who went Warriors Tigers and played,
yeah.
and it was Cowboys as well.
No, he played Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Melbourne
yeah.
twice.
But yeah, interesting. Anyway,
Yeah. We'll move on to the second game of Friday. Was it?
No, first game.
First game of Saturday. Broncos just holding off a depleted Broncos holding off a 26 to 22 point win against the Warriors. It was mostly Broncos up until just that last comeback at the end. What do you boys think?
Oh,
The game as a
well,
whole.
it's a great win for the Broncos, realistically.
Yeah.
Mate.
yeah.
Exactly, because
That's
we all
it.
tipped Warriors.
Yeah.
So
All right.
They
I
were
thought with no
Warriors.
Walsh,
Warriors were a $1.40
Reynolds,
favourite.
That's the main.
Yeah,
No,
they
well,
were-
they
had Reynolds.
Was
They had Reynolds.
they had Reynolds, yeah.
Oh.
that's what won
I
in the
thought
game.
Reynolds was all that they did
Reynolds
have.
and Mam linked
Yeah.
up really nicely. The two good players that they weren't missing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, Tristan Saylor.
Yeah.
How Dragons first of all let him go, and also
They
how he
weren't
hasn't
playing
played,
him.
Yeah, how he hasn't had a game
You know,
in 3 years.
up until that game, I didn't even know he was at the Broncos. When I just saw him, like, what is he doing in the Broncos? You know?
I
So-
heard him got signed, but I didn't think much of it. But
Yeah.
Warriors could have won that as well. They could have. They were about to steal it at the end, and then
if
they
you
got the try called back, which is unfortunate. But I don't think the Warriors played horrible. I mean,
if you want to make finals though, these are the games you have to be winning.
Yeah.
yeah, Adesanya needs to
Origin
give him a bit
depleted
of
sides.
pep talk.
But they're still in it, obviously.
They're still
still
in
in
it.
the top 8, and there aren't that many teams
There are teams
Looking
coming
good.
for him.
for 6th, 7th, and 8th. I think the top 5 is locked up. Did you just? The Tigers are coming for the Warriors.
As are Parramatta,
Yeah.
Um,
Parramatta.
Roosters.
I don't know about the Roosters. I don't know. if
Roosters
they're
got
gonna-
more chance of making that than
Yeah.
Parramatta. I'll say it right there.
So,
I disagree.
they both look pretty awful.
I think Eels look better. Than
They're just scraping these wins though, where
Yeah.
where Roosters aren't. They look pretty similar, but Parramatta are getting over the line.
Yeah.
Like, can I realistically see Eels getting in over like Canberra?
Yes.
Probably not. Honestly, I think Eels are just average. I think we should move on. I don't like talking about bad teams.
Well, that's a good cue.
On to bad teams.
On to bad teams. Your Rabbitohs fell short, 26 to 33 against the Raiders. We'll start with Joe. What went right for the Raiders?
Literally nothing in that game went right for the Raiders. Like, we won the game, obviously, and we played well, but we lost 4 people throughout the game. We lost the penalty count. We lost the sex again restart. So the game plan went awry. We'll say that, but it still came with the win. That's the
And
important
no
thing.
excuses that Archer can normally rely on.
As soon as the game finished, I was checking the stats.
I have an excuse. I have a valid excuse. I think we've been the NRL is bullshit. Okay, let me say this right. Why,
The
why,
NRL
No,
is
no, 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 no. Why are teams getting second buys before we get our first buy? Why? And why do we have to play all the good teams at start? We get no buy, so we're playing how many rounds in a row? We got Origin players out, and you can see, we lost 2 games in a row. Make fun of the bones because we haven't had a fucking rest.
You know who else hasn't had any buys and played top teams at the start?
Raiders, yeah.
No, the Eels.
The Eel, yeah. Same, but I don't care about.
And
the
they
Eels.
had a much worse draw.
Oh no, but same thing for Eels as well. Same thing for
The
Eels.
buys have really thrown out any sense of order.
Like what?
Tigers have already had 2 buys now. Like it's
No,
just
some
weird.
teams
What?
haven't had any buys. It's because of this new 17.
Oh, of
man
course we know why.
But
But they, but
It's
it
not
is
throwing out the
great.
whole order
with
of
this
the origin.
with this 17-man system, they've just failed to create a good draw.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
they use this.
It's
like-
very difficult already because
Yeah.
you've got the classic games and the classic
What?
fixtures that you have
Yeah.
to include.
yeah.
You've got the home and away debacle, which I think they've never done that well, but
Yeah.
regardless, teams playing each other twice in 3
Yeah.
weeks.
Why on earth do we not have a bye till like round 19?
Oh, also the thing I will say as well, Rabbits have a very favourable draw towards the end of the season where they get 2
Yeah.
buys in the last 7 weeks coming onto
So,
final.
No,
yeah,
but I don't
so
like that.
you can-
Why isn't it? Should be spread out.
If
like-
you're
It
gonna
should
make
be
the
spread
8,
out.
why does it? It should be spread out,
should
but
be spread out.
you're gonna make the 8, so 2 buys going
Yeah.
into the
Oh.
finals is gonna be good.
Anyways,
No,
anyways,
I thought-
what went wrong in the game?
Well, but it doesn't take a bloody fucking genius to figure out why we lost. It's
Tell
because
me.
we don't have Latrell, Campbell, Graham, and Murray. That's why.
So without those 3 players, you just can't win any football
That
game.
was
I mean, Raiders are a good team. Don't get me wrong. but
Yeah, so I'm asking you, what actually went wrong in the game?
Our team's tired. Our forward pack has been through a lot of injuries this year. I didn't think I think we played all right considering we played the Raiders and we nearly beat them, and we bounced back when we went down by a bunch of points, which is good. But realistically, I say Latrell Mitchell and Cameron, they're our 2 most important players, and the team.
Direct quote from you last week was Cody Walker has been our best player this
Yeah.
season.
You said,
No.
I said, are you worried about the bunnies missing Latrell? And you said, nah, Cody's the most
He's
important
our
player.
best player, but he's not our most important
You s-
player.
I'll get the clip.
Yeah, we're gonna quit
No.
him for this.
I said Cody Walker's our best player this season, but he's not our most important player, in my opinion.
Is there a
Okay.
difference between?
There
There
is
is
a
a
difference.
difference.
There is a difference because
Regardless, I don't think it's danger signs for the bunnies at all.
Yeah,
I think it's a great sign for the Raiders.
that
but,
they can get that win.
I still
and
don't know if they'll make the 8.
Neither do I.
I think they will.
I think they will with this win.
I
I
won't
think
be
they
certain
will.
until it's
They've
mathematically
survived.
impossible that they don't.
They've
Honestly-
survived the Rabbitohs, which a lot of teams.
Yeah, of course.
We'll
It's
drop the 2
big.
points,
It's
yeah.
big. It's big.
Well, I'm not too bad. At least we didn't lose to like Penrith this week and give them a win. Like at least
Yeah,
we
yeah,
give
yeah.
the Raiders, because I like the Raiders, so that's why I'm not gonna like go in here and say blah blah because they won fair and square and I like them, so it's not
Yeah.
too bad.
That's new.
Well,
It's
with that,
refreshing U-turn from everything you just said. Anyway.
with that,
I'm not hating on them. I didn't hate on them.
all right, we'll move on to the last game of the round. Knights 28-18 win. against
Gregosaurus Rex.
Manly. Greg Marzu.
Amazing.
He's
beautiful.
so good at football. I
Succulent.
love the man.
Manly's the shittest team.
Do you just love him because he's in your fantasy?
I do love him because he's in my
Yeah.
Supercoach
Yeah.
team.
But also,
He's
he's
elite. I like him
amazing.
at times.
Mm.
he's
just-
amazing.
yeah.
And honestly, Archer's come out and said Manly shit. I think that is stupid. If they won that game, it would have been pretty crazy, considering they got that sin bin and
No Trebojevic.
no
DCE.
Trebojeviches and no DCE.
First game since 2018 that hasn't featured Trebojevic, brother. Something like that.
Wow.
2019 maybe.
Not surprising, I guess.
Well, what about the younger one? Why didn't he play?
He's
He's
got- he
injured.
tore his
He's
hamstring
injured
last
for
week.
12 weeks or so now. 8 to
Yeah.
12. And obviously, yeah, Jake
Runs in the
Tom.
family.
But it was pretty close. It was
One
pretty,
his cough.
Yeah, Manly looked like they were
Yeah.
going to run away.
especially after this is the rematch from their 32-all draw.
Yeah. It's just a
And-
shame, honestly. Like, I was watching the game pretty closely. I think it really fell into Schuster's hands, and he just doesn't have that. He's
Ice
a
in
good
the
player,
veins.
but
He made,
yeah.
he made a
He's
great
bit too big.
he made a great play at the start with that
The
intercept.
first half
Yeah.
he was incredible.
No,
the
but
second half he
it just takes a very elite player. Like, no, I'm not putting any shit on him. It takes an elite player to put an entire team on your back. He's still young,
Yeah.
doesn't have much experience being the number one guy.
He's also
I
not a traditional
personally
five-back.
prefer him
Yes.
as a second rower than a 5'8".
I think it's tough to say.
Pretty
that's
good.
just-
How
well,
many?
that's
He's
just
got
my
like
opinion.
5-6 try assists in 2 games.
Yeah,
And that's
but
like if you're seeing that, what
I don't know.
what more
I mean,
can you ask
realistically,
for a
he's playing with Johns this week.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Jacob
Not
Arthur
much
came
else.
on for the
Oh,
last
that's
20
right.
minutes.
Cherry Evans.
He was
Good
the
hit ups.
he was had
Bro,
the
if Manly are full strength, they're winning that game. They're missing Cherry Evans as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Right.
So like there are only other like star players.
Yeah.
They've got
Gagai.
Gagai.
Missing Frizzell. Oh no, wait, no, he's on the Knights.
Yeah.
We're talking about.
No, I'm talking about Manly.
Oh.
Like I just think it really did fall on Schuster's shoulders, and I don't doubt that he'll get there eventually in his career, but for now he's just not at the stage
They
where
were so disorganised.
Yeah,
in that second half.
It's a
Second
shame.
line.
It's really a shame because I think he's come off a great game last week. I don't think they should consider dropping him anytime soon.
I don't really think it's a shame, but the Manly lost. I'm glad.
I'm not saying it's a shame Manly lost. I'm saying it's a shame that Schuster got left with that responsibility and couldn't deliver. But I'm saying the stuff.
They couldn't stat pad this week against bottom 8 teams.
Right. Anyways, before we get into this again, let's just wrap up round 13, and let's move on to your segment, Seb.
Yep, Seb 6 again. The names.
The names stay the
Fully-
same.
Yeah.
It's very loose.
It's a Seb's segment.
Significant question.
Okay. So this week, Archer came up with this little idea. It's most likely to. So, I've got a few little topics, some proper footy related and some about the players as people.
Personalised.
Yeah. We'll see what the boys think. So, we'll start off with a pretty classic one. Who's most likely, and we'll go just along the line. Who's most likely to win the Dally M this year?
Mitchell.
Mitchell? Wow.
Latrell. I had that as well.
Really?
Latrell, straight up. Yeah.
Boys, he's like 9 points behind. 10 points behind. I know it's nothing, but
he'll catch up.
he's playing
Do
Origin.
you want to just make it the trifecta?
I think it'll be
Oh,
yeah. Well, I think it'll be a Rabbitohs player.
Walker.
I think
Walker or Trell?
I think it might be Cleary.
Yeah, that's my other one.
I clear in my head as well. I
But
think
because
it'll
he's
be
playing Origin,
Get off his meat.
But so is everyone else is competing with.
not really. Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
Walsh.
Reece
Do
Walsh
you
is
get
pass.
you get fantasy points for Origin, right?
No.
No.
You don't get Dally M points.
No.
No.
You should because you miss out on a normal
It's
round.
not-
not,
that's
it's
the
not
thing.
NRL. It's
Yeah.
not NRL.
I think Cody Walker is a fair
It's
shout.
like
he's
regular-
up there.
He's not.
All right. Anyways, meant to be quick fire.
Anyway, who is most likely to score 6 tries in one game?
Alex Johnson.
Yeah.
Basic pick.
Well, I'll just say a different one because that is an obvious one. I think Adokar, just because he scored
Yeah.
5
He's-
in one game.
he's-
No one wants to select the current top try scorer for this season.
Who even is it?
Jermaine.
Savo.
Oh, it is Sevo.
Sevo even one.
Jermaine's the top point scorer. Jermaine Asako.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
And he was top try scorer.
I'm gonna go. I didn't get an answer.
Did you say AJ?
I'm gonna go with Herbie Farmworth.
Okay.
You heard it.
Okay, so who's most likely to be sin binned on Wednesday?
Oh.
Oh, you know what? My answer is Victor Radley. He's not even
He's not
playing.
playing,
He's
but still
still
Victor
gonna
Radley.
see me there.
I'm gonna go with Lindsay Collins.
Okay.
Tino.
Oh, you hate Tina, don't you?
There's
don't-
one
I don't
answer
hate
that I'm
him.
surprised hasn't been said yet.
I'm gonna go with
Ooh.
Trell.
Trell.
I think he's gonna.
I
Most
I
Sindon
think
player aside
my
from
prediction is
I thought it'd be Tavita.
Tino will try and do the
Oh,
headlock thing.
yeah.
He'll try and do the headlock thing with Luai or something.
Will
the
we
guy
see?
comes and punches him, and then Trell's just gonna go boom right.
Will
into
we
the head
see
and then
a
gets
Hudson
them
Young eye gouge?
That hasn't happened in 3 years.
It's mate, he's always got
My
it in
tip
sock
would
up.
be Tavita Pango Jr.
Yeah,
but
that's
I also think
I reckon his head will be pulled in tight.
exactly right. Like it's been talk all week that he can't keep his cool, so I feel like he'll probably you'd have to hope
Yeah.
that he's listening. All right, who's most likely to be removed from the NRL? Which team is most likely to be removed from the NRL / relocated?
West Tigers because the whole Lycott Oval situation. I just think that
It's
the club
back.
isn't
You
back.
don't have an idea.
Yeah, but I just
Yeah.
think that would just
In a way,
not generating enough money. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just think that the West is like
so heavy.
it's just not as many people rock up to our games, our home games, and that's what I'm
See,
curious
for
about.
me, I agree with the Tigers as well, but I think it comes
the
down
Dragons.
to juniors and
Dragons, personally.
Dragons. Yeah,
Oh, Dragons.
but the
are too
Dragons still have
historic.
like you've got to think about
Dragons
it
have
geographically.
history though.
They're gonna get rid of. So do the Tigers. They're gonna get rid of
But-
a Sydney team they're not gonna
Yeah.
get rid of anyone other than a Sydney team. And I just think if you look at the map, the Tigers are really squashed in there, where it'd make a lot of sense to just, shift our.
Yeah.
I think we'd get relocated. We wouldn't get removed.
Because Dragons got their own like proper area.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
And because with
They-
the Tigers, the West is sorry. I was just gonna say with the Tigers, the West is kind of becoming dominated by Penrith and
Para.
Parramatta now.
And then we've got
And we've just been forced
and
into
doggies,
the
and we've got
Balmain.
Dragons coming from the south, where really
just going towards Balmain and not as many.
But we have
people.
we have 2 clubs worth of history, like 2 1908.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and 2 incredible historical clubs.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I'm gonna go for a weird one here. I'm gonna say North Queensland.
What? No.
I
We
think that's
have-
probably the least likely.
Why
Other
would
than
we get-
Broncos,
why would we get rid of-
Storm,
We can't get rid of a Queensland team because there are very few.
we can,
Dolphins as well, probably.
but you wouldn't get rid of the Cowboys. Yeah, it would be Dolphins.
It'd be or
the
Gold
most
Coast
likely.
even. Gold Coast.
The Gold Coast would be most likely.
You know, you wouldn't sack Dolphins because they
they just got
joined.
entered.
That
They
would
would-
just,
Well, what,
So
what,
did
if,
the Gold
what if
Coast.
climate change speeds up and it gets too hot to play up there?
well, there you go.
Okay.
Moving on.
Hot take. Literally.
Climate change.
Climate.
Which current player is most likely to become like a top tier NRL coach? Like, who do you think has the ball knowledge to become a Bellamy or a Rob what? I don't know.
Daily Cherry Evans.
He's a prat.
I like Dave Evans as a pick.
Fluff, who you got?
No,
mate?
you go first.
He's twiddling his thumbs.
Me-
Thinking.
Yeah, I'll think of it.
He's loading.
Me go first. Okay.
Me go first.
I'll probably say Reynolds, honestly. Just
I don't.
experience.
I think you probably have to be a captain.
But he was like the Rabbitohs lead
No,
for a fair few.
100%. I think that's a good pick.
I feel like even Ben Hunt.
Yeah.
You know, just
He'll be too
Queensland.
traumatized. As soon as his career's done, he's walking away from the NRL.
Yeah, what if he gets to a grand final?
He's put up a lot of shit with the Dragons.
Yeah.
And then the Broncos.
Well,
Origin's been his shining light.
Yeah.
he'll probably like play the fullback.
So you think of
second
Ben Hunt?
round of grand
Ben Hunt. Yeah. So we'll go on halves.
Yeah.
Yeah, mainly
Someone who's got
halves.
experience,
Experienced player
Yeah.
that touches a ball.
I like all those picks. All right, and who's most likely to become like have a fully fledged media career? You know, like a Matty Johns or a like not necessarily just a commentator, but a Bo Ryan, stuff like that.
Let me think.
We could very well give the same answers, to be fair.
Yeah, I think I have one.
I think.
Give yours.
Do
I'd go Munster, actually.
I think Jake Trbojevic.
Yeah.
The only thing is when he speaks, he sometimes sounds a bit like nervous, but he's very funny.
He has the same.
He has very good camera skills.
I have 2, actually.
Okay, you got Munster.
Munster and Brandon Smith.
Oh, Brandon Smith. That's actually so
That's
true.
Really funny.
That's so true.
Who you got, Matt?
I'll say Adokar as well.
That's also.
Yeah.
Adokar. You just like
How often could you hear the laugh though?
lovable, exactly lovable.
Yeah. Oh,
Funny, just laughing, always giddy.
Yeah,
Like,
he's a good option.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Corey Horsburgh. I reckon he'd be a great presenter.
I don't think he will.
I don't think anyone can look at him for more longer than 30 seconds.
Yeah, you
I
actually
think
do have
also
to be kind of
in terms of
attractive.
likely,
Fletch and
I think
Hindy
we could
attractive?
see Aaron Woods as well. If
Yeah,
you
No,
guys-
he's already
he's
started.
He's on Triple
He's
M.
ready
He's already
to go.
started, but he's
Yeah.
a current player, and I think
He's
most
pretty
likely,
funny as well.
Yeah, he actually is a funny guy.
Yeah, no,
Aaron
I
Woods.
don't
he
mind
gets
this.
more hate than
Yeah, throw my
I actually like Aaron Woods.
All right, I've got a really, really basic one here. Who's most likely to win the comp? Which
Rabbits,
team?
Rabbits is my pick to win a comp this year. I think it has to
can't-
come eventually.
Can't be boring. I'll go Sharks.
That's mine.
That's waffle.
Well, I'm not
I'm not even gonna say my answer because you guys know what it is.
All right, Bunnies.
Rabbitohs.
He knows it's Raiders.
All right, who's most likely to become an immortal?
Nathan Cleary.
James Tedesco.
Latrell Mitchell. That's fair.
All good answers.
He's got 2 premierships.
Which team is most likely to get the spoon?
Dragons.
Cowboys.
Okay, we'll run them off here. Here's Joe's suggestion. Who's the most likely to get with a Victoria's Secret supermodel?
I said Miss Australia because that answer.
Or Miss Australia. Who's pretty attractive that could get with a
So we can't just say Joe
hot
Aaron.
chick?
Nico Hines.
Ooh.
Teeth
Yeah.
though.
Mark
Nah,
Nichols.
but he's just like that from like the Shire. You know, he's
Oh.
like that. I don't know. Love his hair.
It's got to be Cam Murray.
No, it's
Cam Murray is so.
Herbie Farnworth. He's got the English accent. He's
I
a
would
good
say
looking
I would
bloke.
say Dill Brown.
He's awesome.
Or even
Herbie
Oh,
Farnworth.
honestly, it's Reece Walsh.
But Reece Walsh is
Doesn't he have a
Reece
sex
Walsh
tape,
is
too?
like got a kid.
He does.
He does have a kid, but that doesn't matter.
But we're saying most likely to, so I just
Yeah.
don't think Reece like he's you know what I mean.
Herbie
Alright.
Farnworth.
Who's most likely to like drop their NRL career and become super successful in something else, something random? But who's got the chops to make it elsewhere.
So pretty much, who's intelligent to not be a rugby league player?
Yeah, well, it doesn't have to be in business.
Yeah.
I reckon.
I'm gonna go Greg Marzee.
As a what?
He represented New Zealand. This is what I heard today in the World Hip Hop for New Zealand. Yeah.
So I was gonna suggest, a To'o
Yeah.
or a Luai, maybe a singer or a dancer.
Or you could go the easy answer, Lockie Miller, and say he goes back to sevens.
No, that doesn't
No,
count.
like
It has to be
outside.
outside of sport. But dance is different.
it's-
Dancing isn't a sport.
Yeah, it's a different sport to rugby league.
It's an art.
I've got mine. I'm going Hammer as a wide receiver in the NFL.
We just
I
said
think
not
just
sport.
yeah,
Oh, it's not sport. Oh, my bad.
I'd say not sport. Yeah,
There's so many options, boys.
Nelson as a bouncer.
that's
That's pretty good.
I'm not sure how
Security
successful
guard.
it'd be.
Security guard.
I mean, he has
He'd lose the
experience
job
from
just
VG.
hitting the first dickhead that tried to come in.
Yeah. I don't think anyone would throw at him. So
I just don't have one. I don't even
What
know.
about Addo Carr as like a comedian or something?
Yeah, I can see. I reckon Brandon.
Be
Smith.
creative, mate.
Brandon Smith could be a comedian.
All right, there you go.
I
And final question. So there's been lots of talk. Back in the day, there used to be an NRL Grand Final sprint. People say we should bring it back for Magic Round. If they did this year, who's winning?
I've got
Who
my
is-
answer.
who
You guys
is-
go first.
Who does Phil Gould, Phil Gould is the fastest man on the planet. Who is the fastest man on the planet? Currently.
So we know that Philip Sammy outran Adokar.
Yeah.
So we
Can
can't
anyone
say
outrun
Adokar.
Philip Sammy?
I think there's two answers
didn't
here.
Hammer chase down Kyle?
They're all very quick, but there's
I'm-
two
I'm
answers.
gonna say Philip.
There's Kohler for the Manly and Savage for Raiders, who both hold GPS 100-meter sprint records.
GPS. I'm up
Did you
there as
see
well.
Dom Young chase
Who
down
cares?
Saab today though?
Yeah, that's-
From the other side of the
That's
field.
who I was. That's
No,
who
but did
I
you
was
see
gonna say.
Kohler from the other side of the field almost
Yeah.
chased down Dom Young?
Yeah, true.
I'm
Today
gonna-
was a good representation because a lot of people say Saabs.
I'm gonna go Philip Sammy. I think
Okay.
he's a fast
Oh,
guy.
I'm gonna go.
I go with the Raiders.
I'm gonna
player,
go
Savage.
Suwali. He's really quick. No, you just haven't seen it. Trust me, he's really quick. Because
Young
I
as well.
Confirm nor deny.
I can say I've watched him live do sprinting, and he's very
Okay.
quick.
Well, that was Seb 6 again.
Yeah.
Good answers
And
from the boys.
Now we're gonna move on to our tips for
Yeah.
round 14.
Love some tips.
Let's get them up. The first game is so we've got 7.
That'd be a good tip, don't you, Flop?
No, I don't. I know what you're talking about. We've only got 7 games instead of the 8. We have
Yes.
3 buys.
Oh, I've got Origin as well. Tip Origin.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
We'll do Origin at the end.
Okay.
We'll just do an Origin at the end. Friday night, Tigers take on the Raiders
7 I go into this game.
at Campbelltown.
Raiders.
Raiders.
Tigers.
Raiders.
Raiders.
You're going against the Tigers.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
They're resting their best player though.
That is very debatable.
I'm gonna go the.
As long as Appy backs
I'm
up.
going- I'm
and
going
he should.
Raiders.
Oh no, he's playing 80.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
What day are we playing? Friday
Friday
night.
night, yeah.
Appy's not backing up.
I'm
There's
going
no
Raiders.
way.
Oh, Coruscant's not playing. We're gonna have to go with Simkin. He isn't bad, but he's not Coruscant.
Oh,
It's such
I'm
a
still
waste.
tipping the Tigers.
See, Hudson,
Coruscant won't play. It's a 2-day turnaround.
No, that's
He
what I'm saying. He won't play.
Hudson Young will back up because he
Raiders,
just bleeds
Raiders,
green.
Hudson Young will
Raiders by 36-12.
I don't think it'll be that.
That's the score.
one-sided.
36.
Okay. So Raiders, Tigers.
I think it won't be close, but it'll be like a
The score the same as
24 to 12, something like that.
it's going score the same amount.
It's
pretty
this
close.
week, But
Alright.
Tigers won't score.
The Warriors. So wait, so just you with the Tigers, right? Yep. Warriors versus Dolphins. This is a tough one.
Okay, so who's going to back up?
So I want to
Hammer
go.
will.
I'm gonna go with
Both of them were
Ooh.
playing last week. Oh,
Is this what day is this? This is a Saturday. 3-day turnaround.
You'd have to imagine most of the players back up. Hamel back up. Gilbert will probably
Depends
play
how many minutes.
reduced
he gets.
minutes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Dolphins.
So am I.
They're my pick.
I'm also going to go with the Dolphins. I think Warriors a bit out of it.
I'm going with the Warriors.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I love when there's a pod
Warriors let me down against the Broncos, so I'm gonna go against.
I love the Wars.
We'll go with Titans Rabbitohs. Do we all want to say it at once?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Bunnies.
Bunnies.
Bunnies. Don't make me slap this shit out.
3 in a row would be crazy.
Yeah.
Very
It
possible.
depends how many minutes Dev Fafita plays in Origin.
Is it on Saturday?
If he plays
And Tino.
60 plus,
That is
and
Saturday,
Tino.
5:30.
Yeah, how is Tino cleared to play?
He's just we don't talk about it.
Yeah,
As a
okay.
Queensland fan.
Oh, their forwards aren't going to be too good, are they? Because they'll get around from Origin.
Yeah.
This is a pretty good round. 7:30, we've got Sharks Broncos.
You got to go Sharks.
I'm going
Saturday
Sharks.
night.
Sharks.
I'm gonna go with the Sharks.
Of course he is.
Yeah, they'll be the favourite.
Flav
It's
will
not
never make a
controversial.
pod play in his goddamn life.
Because Sharks, you got to actually. You know what? No. I'm going Broncos.
Okay.
I'm going to go Broncos. I'm
Okay.
going to go Broncos. I think they'll back it up from last week.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Sunday game. The first of the 3 Sunday games. The Roosters versus Bulldogs. The Roosters have to win eventually. They've lost 3 on the trot.
No, Origin
think that-
depleted.
Teddy should back. He'll have to.
He'll have to. It's a
No,
4-day
they can afford
turnaround.
to
He'll
put
have
Sawa-
to- he'll
They can
have to-
afford to.
He'll have 4 nights.
Roosters
of sleep.
cannot afford to
But
rest
Sawali
Tedesco.
would get.
Also,
it
they
job
usually
done against them.
don't rest him through Origin.
No, I'm tipping.
It's a 4-day turnaround. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
But what if he gets knocked out? Or
I'm tipping the
something?
Roosters.
Yeah.
I'm tipping the Roosters.
Tipping the Roosters. Yeah. Like I think the Roosters have
Oh,
got
it's the
eventually.
Roosters.
Yeah, don't pick the Dogs, bro.
Cowboys are Storm.
Storm.
It's just Storm.
Yeah, I don't think
It's an
there's
obvious
any-
one.
there's no
They don't rest
controversial.
Munster, do they?
No.
Storm.
And then
Storm.
another boring one. Are we all Storm? Penrith versus Dragons, man. Penrith. Come on.
Penrith.
Yeah,
Right.
okay, well, that was not a very interesting round of tips. I think
Oh
so.
no, we all picked a pod except Flav.
Yeah.
Except
I
for
do want me to pick a pod.
No,
No.
oh, I thought he tipped someone.
No, he did.
I don't
He
tip.
went with 3 every time. You
Yeah.
picked a pod,
I don't.
Joe.
I'm gonna pick.
Did you
Pen-
not pick a pod?
I'm
You
gonna
picked a
pick
pod
Penrith.
with Tigers.
Yeah.
I did 2 pods.
Should we make you
Oh,
have
I
to
knew-
pick? Should we make you have to do a compulsory pod?
Well,
No.
but the pod then we're all gonna pick the same pod and won't be a pod anymore.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I picked the Panthers by the way on that fine one. Don't think you guys knew.
We all said
Yeah.
Well, it was they're versus the Dragons.
You never know.
I do know.
Oh,
and it's gonna be Penrith.
Also, you know what I found out very interesting this week, boys? There's been a lot of fighters going around the NRL promoting it. See, Izzy Adesanya
And
was
Latrell.
training with Warriors. I think Pereira was with the Storm, and Tyson Fury was
with the
on the
Maroons.
field with the Maroons, which is really
Which of the
interesting.
3, most likely, would be the best NRL player? Fury, Adesanya, or who?
Pereira.
Pereira.
Okay, it's either
Fury.
Adesanya or Fury.
It's not Fury. He's so unathletic. He can't. He's really unathletic.
Fury.
It's
It would be Adesanya
Adesanya's
because he's
a
the
winner.
most fit. He's the most
He's a winner.
fit.
He's 6'4"
Fury
winner.
would just
Fury's
know-
fit.
He
Yeah, but
can't. He's
just
not,
he wouldn't be able to. He'd be like a 20-minute.
Joe, he can't move like that. He
Oh,
can't move that.
I'd
well.
pick Adesanya.
He
as a
he's,
winger.
he's built like a block of cheese.
I think
bro.
Fury.
Like,
I
come on.
think Fury is the safest answer because he has the least skills to
No,
transfer.
but I found
Yeah.
it really interesting because for some reason they all just spawned into my Instagram.
Yeah,
feed.
what was
And
what provoked this?
I like me saying it.
Yeah.
I thought it was really interesting. It's good for the sport as well, a bit of
Yeah.
exposure. And I had American people in comment sections commented oh, well, how's this work? And oh, Pereira's gone to see the Storm because Izzy's biggest hot. But I thought it was very cool.
Should
That's
we,
cool to be
should we
mentioned.
should we talk about the footy again?
Leave him alone. Let's
He's
go.
passionate about something.
I did join
Oh,
in,
got-
but let's move on to the footy.
Do you want to stop for a second? How long
yeah.
are we at? Do you know?
40 minutes.
Not
35,
even,
35.
not even, yeah.
35? Oh, okay,
We've
we
been
did
pretty
the
good.
But the
yeah.
only reason I said that is because you're all doing nothing the whole
No, it was
time.
good. I didn't mind it.
Yeah, no,
Everyone
I
was
didn't
just
mind that.
vibing.
It was
You were
very
looking at your
random,
phone
though.
and 2 of you were just
I was
like,
looking at my phone, ready.
and
Like,
no
look
one
at
was
the
saying
tips. Look
anything.
at the tips.
mate, stop looking at your tip and do the podcast.
That's what we're doing. We're talking about the tips, you mom.
No, but it was for 10 seconds. You were just everyone was mumbling. So I'm like, oh, I'll just say something that I found out.
No,
Cool.
Archie did a good job. Anyway,
Anyways, we'll
Tips.
do head to head, right?
all right, yeah. So
We'll quick fire type thing.
What-
No, it won't be quick fire.
What-
it'll be
what-
debate.
we'll quick fire. We're going to quick fire the Origin lineup. So who wins the head to head, and therefore we should be able to find out who's going to win the Origin.
You keep scoring me a piss paper over there.
Okay.
So this is who's got the better team on paper, basically.
Yep.
So
B. Oh my
But
God.
it's because he's using
fullbacks. Now
Okay,
we're going off just who's the better player
Yeah.
right now.
Oh no, just because you factor an Origin to it.
So alright,
No, yeah. Who's going to perform?
Yeah.
Just in this game, who will be better?
Tedesco, Walsh. I'm gonna pick
Tedesco.
Tedesco. Experience.
Let's
Yeah.
go easy.
Yep.
You already wrote it down.
Yeah.
You couldn't pay me to pick
Do
one.
wings together.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Alright, so Adokar, and To'o against Tolongi and Cobo. I think the
I'm
Blues
going-
have better wings.
I'm going to Longy and Cobo.
Big, just Tolongi.
Yeah, I am as
like the
well. I
Blues
like
wings.
the running from it.
To Longy and
No
Cobo.
way.
I like Blues wings.
I'm taking Blues.
Yeah,
I'm
I think-
taking-
I think the
I'm
I
Blues
think
wings-
I think the Blues have a
Okay,
better
it's
all
like-
the way up until 7.
To end the split, I'll switch to Blues because I think it was a 50-50 anyway.
I'm
so.
taking Queensland.
Okay,
True enough.
doesn't matter. We're a
Oh.
team here.
Holmes and we'll do both centers.
Oh, you
Holmes
guys-
and Hammer. Holmes and Hammer against Mitchell and Trebojevic.
In Origin,
Blues. It's just
It's
the Blues.
Blues
It's
every
it's
day.
not, regardless of Origin, it's Blues.
I know Hammer screws you guys
He's so
because
good.
Val Holmes.
Val
is,
Holmes in
is-
Origin would be
Oh,
up there. with
Holmes
the
had to
best.
be picked. I don't know why. He wasn't.
Should play Gagai.
He was
Well, he was
picked.
picked.
You mean
Yeah,
Gagai?
Gagai, sorry. Gagai and Holmes.
Well, that's
are-
the we discussed it last week, but we had an empty spot at wing where no one really grabbed it by the teeth. Why not put Hammer there?
Yeah.
But
half partnerships. We got Luai and Cleary against Munster and Cherry Evans.
I think that's an easy one.
I'm taking Queensland.
For
Queensland.
Origin.
I'm taking
In
Queensland.
Origin, I'm taking
I'm
Queensland.
taking Queensland. Yeah, 100%.
And I don't think
Outside of club form,
Get Luai
club
off
form, the
pitch.
Penrith halves.
Yeah, of course, but
Queensland.
and you
it's-
got
but
Hines backing up. in 14.
DCE outperforms Cleary 50-50 out of the time since
At
Cleary.
club form.
No, in Origin.
Right, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, in
Yeah,
No,
Origin.
I'm saying club
And then
form.
Munster is levels
club
ahead of
form, I
Munster.
take
Clear,
the
Clear
Blues.
is a bit. Probably shouldn't say that. So.
Okay.
Anyway,
What,
continue.
no,
I was
No,
gonna say
no.
he's a bit average in Origin, but that's not true.
He's not at all.
Yeah.
No.
All right,
the
props.
we'll just do props. So Pangai and Haas against Flagler and Collins.
Haas
For
just
Queensland.
destroys them.
Payne Haas is a dully.
Tavita is a brazy take, but
I'm gonna go the Blues.
I
first.
kind of like Tavita being in
I'm
there.
taking
going
Blues
Blues as
as
well.
well.
taking the Blues. I'm surprised Tavita's starting, for being honest.
yeah.
Blue. Let's go hookers. Coruscant Hunt. Ben Hunt.
Ben Hunt.
Ben Hunt.
Yeah.
Ben Hunt. Of course. If it was Cook, it would be Cook on that bench.
Second rowers. Gilbert and Fafita against Young and Frizzell.
Queensland.
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 It's got to be Queensland.
Solid.
Gilbert's really good, but Fafita.
This is why it's such an interesting series. Our forward pack's probably a bit better than yours, but your back lines.
Yo versus Carrigan. It's Yo for me.
Oh, in
It's
Origin.
very
Origin,
close.
no.
In Origin, Carrigan.
Carrigan's
Carrigan's
reigning player of the
insane.
series.
He got.
I think I might pick Queensland.
I'm
here.
picking Carrigan.
You guys,
yeah.
if you be like them, Queensland.
If,
No
if-
one's up for
if it's
that.
Cam
No,
Murray, if it's Cam Murray,
No, even Origin. I
if
think
it's
Yo.
Cam Murray, then I'll pick Cam Murray over him. But he's not.
Yeah. All right, we'll go with we'll,
Just do bench versus bench.
with bench.
Really?
Should we do the whole bench?
No, do
No, you know, we'll
do
do-
the
we'll do, like,
utility,
utility,
and then
yeah,
do
yeah.
the
Okay.
forwards.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
who's
'cause
better utility, Grant
Queensland.
or Hines?
Queensland.
Grant, yeah, because Hines.
Grant.
has-
Because
As
Hines
a
has
utility.
Hines has no
If
players.
Cook-
and Hines hasn't
Cook
played
should
yet.
be the utility for New South Wales. It's ridiculous.
But really, you want to miss Hines
No,
altogether?
we're
Now,
miss Law.
who has a better bench? Murray, Paulo, Liam Martin
It's
against
Queensland. It's
Tino,
Queensland.
Cotter, Arrow.
It's
It's New
Queensland.
South
Tino, I'll say it again. Tino, Cotter, Arrow,
Yeah. Arrows.
Murray, Martin, Paulo.
Martin, Paulo, at both compared to.
It's
I'm
Queensland.
picking
Queensland.
Blues
I'm picking
because
Queensland.
Paulo plays.
Well,
And this
forward.
is crazy because I did not expect it to go down this way.
What are you saying?
I'm picking
It's
Blues.
very even.
It
It
is.
is very
It's
even.
very even.
Cam Murray and
Look, I'll say this,
Two.
guys. If it goes to the Blues, it's a draw. If it goes to Queensland, Queensland.
Oh, well, that's just going to influence the decision. You should have said that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's
I'll-
exciting because it means, this is a 50-50 call.
I've
So
already-
realistically, this Origin on paper is pretty even. I thought the Blues would romp.
No, we've got a better
No.
forward pack.
Their
I know,
forwards. Their forwards.
I'm
are
gonna go
so
Blues.
Oh,
Okay. Well, it's
Good
50-50
Blues are the better
undecided.
bench.
Let's flip.
So by
coin.
default, Queensland will win. But hypothetically, I switched to
Who
the
has
Blues.
the
It's
better?
5-all.
Who has the better 18th man? Stefano Utoikamanu or
He's
No,
moved
it's
up to 18.
Christian?
it's Crichton, isn't it?
No, it's Stefano.
No, because Stefano was 19, and
Yeah.
now I guess because.
Yeah, but he's
Who's-
the
who's
18th
got the
man.
better-
Wait, that sucks. Then that means we lose him. Oh, he's already.
If he doesn't play, he will play for the Tigers.
Yeah,
If
I know.
he-
I was thinking
Boys,
because
boys.
we had a bye, but we
Boys,
would have
yeah,
had to lose him.
But he will
one.
play on Friday if he doesn't step on the pitch.
Okay, let's hear this.
Who's got the better coach?
Queensland. Well, Slater's undefeated, isn't he?
Slater as a coach against Phil
No.
as a coach.
Slater technically lost.
Did he?
The year
I thought that was
before.
Kevin Walters.
Oh, you're right. No, because
I think Fiddler's just a better coach than Slater.
when was the year that he brought in Bennett as like a guy?
That was the worst Queensland team of all time. That's the COVID year. with
Yeah.
Edric Lee, Branko Lee.
Edric Lee, the man to watch.
He is
Oh
he
my
is a
God.
player to watch Edric because he's always when it comes around to Origin,
How would
around
earth did he
Origin
get here?
selection, he's always
That team was so bad.
How
Yeah.
did Edric Lee get
Branko Lee was borderline out of the NRL within the next year.
Branko Lee, bro?
And wait, did you guys win that year?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Gallon had to keep his bloody mouth shut by
Yeah.
saying this is the worst Queensland team in
It
40 years.
is.
It was.
It is.
But he just shut up, bro, because it just made us look like
The
it
fact
made
that
us
he had
look awful.
Branko Lee and Edric Lee in the team.
We
as
didn't have
well.
Latrell that year though.
Who played fullback for us? Because Ponga got injured first game, then Brinson got injured.
Callum. Oh no, Hudson.
Was it Hammer or Holmes?
I think it might have been Hammer, but that
Yeah.
seems too early for Hammer.
Hammer. Oh,
But he was good at Cowboys. That's the thing. And I remember.
2021. Oh no, that would have been Hammer.
Yeah, because
No, but it was 2020.
They bought in some.
No, it's 21.
Flavia, fact check
It was
it.
2020. It was 2020.
What's this?
Oh.
The worst
Who was the
Queensland team of all
fullback?
time was 2020.
Who was the fullback of what? 20?
Game 3, 2020.
Game 3.
Wasn't it?
Doing-
The Queensland fullback was Corey Allen.
What?
Corey
And
Allen.
then it was originally named as. Who was the original?
Corey Allen.
Corey Allen had to fill in because.
It might have been
Someone-
Reece Walsh. That might have been the year where they picked Reece
Oh,
Walsh.
they had
as
to
like
move
the,
some people around.
No, because that's when they tried to pick.
Holmes.
They tried to get
Holmes.
Mulatalo.
Holmes had number 1,
Okay.
but he moved to winger. Branko Lee had to come in at centre. Edric Lee had to come in the wing.
But they also that was the year they tried
was
to get
Munster injured as
Mulatalo.
well? No,
That was the year they
Munster's
tried to get
Oh,
Mulatalo.
Capewell had to move from centre to second row, which you can just do. But like,
But that
They
was the
just
year.
had a
That
lot
was
of-
the year. It was the Mulatalo wasn't allowed, and
Yeah.
it was shambles.
yeah.
Alright.
Anyways,
Nice little.
yeah, I think that'll wrap up this week's podcast.
What are you doing?
It's a mouse spray.
All right.
Why would you
Alright.
wait till the end?
Yeah.
Keep that in there.
Thank you
Yeah.
guys for watching this week's potty, our Origin special part 2 kinda.
Archer, sign us off.
Luai shit.
Thank you.